Well, hi everybody. I thought today, being a sunny day, kind of hot out here, I thought I would bring out my Columbia cylinder graphophone model BGT from about 1909. These were made for a relatively short period of time, beginning I believe in 1907 through 1909, and these were Columbia's top of the line cylinder graphophone. And this one is completely original. I'm going to walk around a little bit. There's a cylinder mounted on it, sorry about that, but that will come into play in a little while. But everything was nickel plated on these things, and it was made for a beautiful appearance. And these were expensive. They were about $70 or so when they were brand new. And this one still has a pretty nice original decal on it. Real nice cabinet with turned columns, nice rounded corners, solid mahogany. These were the elite for Columbia. Matter of fact, this is probably my favorite Columbia graphophone in my collection, and I have a couple of BCs, which is the 20th century, very large machines, but this one I'm most impressed with. I just love the original nickel plating. The back mount is the most difficult to find with its original nickel plating mostly intact on these. For some reason the rear mount and the tonearm took a real beating on these, but this one is still in very nice shape. You can see that the original nickel plated horn is gorgeous. I'm going to walk around the back here a little bit. You can see the back is nice. They covered up the decal when they put the tonearm on, but that's just what they did. Nickel plated crank. Just a stunning machine, in my opinion, the appearance anyway. If you can imagine going back in time to 1908, 1909 when these things were brand new, and if you had the money, if you were a doctor, a business owner, you know, somebody with quite a bit of money, it would be pretty hard to turn one of these down. The sound is just fantastic on these too, with the rear mounted horn. So anyway, I thought I would play for you a selection by Collins and Harlan, a very late selection on Edison 2-minute wax. This is How Do You Do, Miss Josephine? Real nice cylinder. So when we come back, I'll play that for you on the Columbia BGT from my collection. Thanks, folks. See you in a bit. And as promised, this is a late Collins and Harlan 2-minute cylinder on Edison. This is How Do You Do, Miss Josephine? I hope you enjoy it. And as always, thanks for stopping in, folks. See if I can start this in the right spot. Nope. Nope.
In a quaint and ivy-covered bungalow, just about a mile from here, lives the gal I'm always dreaming of. She's the one I love so dear. Every day while underneath the maple tree, on the garden gate she'll swing. I steal around and I cover up her eyes, then together we will sing. How do you do, Miss Josephine? How do you feel today? How's Nan? Pretty well. Sister Ann? Much better. How's your mother and your little redhead brother? If you go for a stroll, Miss Josephine, you know the the reason why I love to say how do you do, but hate to say goodbye. Josephine had promised to elope with me. I appeared at night at 10 with a ladder on the balcony. I climb up to see her then. She stood at the window just like Juliet, waiting for her Romeo. When I saw her father standing there, then I simply said to Joe, how do you feel, Miss Josephine? How do you feel today? How's that? Pretty well, Sister Ann. Much better. How's your mother and your little baby brother if you go for a stroll, Miss Josephine? You know the reason why I love to say how do you do, but hate to say goodbye. I sure love to say how do you do. Now, how do you do? How do you do? No. How do you do? Why, how do you do? Listen, now, like this. How do you do, Miss Josephine? Oh, I see. Why, how do you do? I love to say how do you do, but hate to say goodbye.
There it is. Let's set her down. You can see that is cylinder number 10274. Very late for Edison, and very late for Collins and Harlan on a 2-minute wax cylinder. Just going to walk around a little bit once more. It's always nice to find a machine in nicely preserved condition as this one was, because goodness knows there's an awful lot of restoration out there, and all I did with this one is just put some polish on it, and that's it. It's completely original except for the leather belt. I replaced the leather belt because it was all rotted out. Thanks a lot for stopping in, folks.